Isn't that what work's supposed to be? Isn't work, like real work, supposed to be play and earn money? I mean, some people might disagree, but I think that's where work is at its best, when you are playing, using all your skills, your abilities, your innate traits, your passions, and you're getting duly compensated for those efforts. Like, that work should be play. I love this idea of GameFi. Play to earn games is the future. From the early days of the video game industry, developers have sought to create worlds as compelling as real life. While GameFi's technological advances in graphics, computation, and more have certainly helped bridge the gap, it still lacks many of life's fundamental incentives. For instance, it hasn't fully found the appropriate incentives to help gamers earn a living of real value. But GameFi, being an emerging crypto gaming category, may potentially make playing full-time profession for the global gaming masses. So I just heard about this new term GameFi, so I want to talk with you guys about it and define it with you guys, because this is something that I'm working on: how to gamify applications in the crypto world and make them like video games. Ooh, exciting. So what is GameFi? GameFi is one of the hottest things in the cryptocurrency world recently. The technology is a combination of both the old-fashioned and thrill of winning prizes with new crypto developments in what's known as DeFi. And within GameFi, players can trade, lend, or rent out their winnings or even borrow against them. As popularity rose to higher scalability with the incorporation of all the trade, loan, and rent out abilities for the GameFi players. Now, when it comes to GameFi decentralization, GameFi, also known as play to earn, is a marriage of gaming and blockchain-powered financialization. Whether through quests, trading, or other mechanisms, GameFi allows gamers to earn digital assets for their in-game efforts. So you're essentially playing to earn, which is, isn't that what work's supposed to be? Isn't work, like real work, supposed to be play and earn money? I mean, some people might disagree, but I think that's where work is at its best, when you are playing, using all your skills, your abilities, your innate traits, your passions, and you're getting duly compensated for those efforts. Like, that work should be play. Like, good startup entrepreneurs, good startup leaders, they create environments where work is play. That's what I try to do. Anyway, when it comes to these players, they could trade digital assets, but they could also lose their investment at any time if the publisher shut down the game or went out of business. So that's what happens with traditional games. But in GameFi games, on the other hand, keep their assets stored on a distributed network. These operate independently of any single organization, substantially de-risking the digital assets, right? And we talk about this a lot, right? Private internets like Facebook, whenever you were to have anything on that network, it's owned by Facebook. You can't transfer that over to another network. We need the transferability of digital assets. So DeFi stands for decentralized finance, a field in which token-based transaction like lending and borrowing takes place on blockchains. Decentralized digital lenders similar to that use first in Bitcoin, and GameFi refers to decentralized applications with economic incentives in its most common usage. Those generally involve tokens granted as rewards for in-game related tasks, such as winning battles, mining precious resources, or growing digital crops, or engaging with other people. It's an approach also known as play to earn. In many GameFi apps, such as Alien Worlds, users can also earn money passively by letting others mine their virtual lands. It's like staking crypto in a game for another person and earning in-game tokens that can be used outside the game. Oh, amazing. They can also earn interest by using techniques developed by DeFi platforms to lend assets like digital characters or deposit them in what's known as staking. As its popularity soars to a great level, there's also a debate over whether GameFi will remake gaming or just separate the credulous from their money. Reports of people borrowing to play raise the prospect of GameFi democratizing crypto opportunities or becoming a form of digital sharecropping. GameFi has the protocol, which is the first GameFi mining pool protocol, aiming to build the first global GameFi aggregation platform and its governance token using GFI, with the hodlers of this token forming GFP DAO. So, what does a player's first journey on GameFi look like? Well, there are starter requirements for each GameFi title that varies, but most games need their players to possess a funded wallet and buy a few game items to participate. So the first thing that you need to do to participate in this world is get a crypto wallet. A crypto wallet helps house your crypto and NFTs and generally allows one to go about digital business. It can't just be any wallet, as there are several kinds, and they don't all work with every crypto ecosystem. This means that one could check compatibility before setting one up. For instance, if a game was built under the Ethereum network, one needs an Ethereum compatible wallet like MetaMask to play. So what you do is you fund your wallet, and in case of that there are games that don't allow players to grind out their first few digital currency tokens through play, users will need to fund their wallets to engage meaningfully. The particular cryptocurrency will depend on the game, and you may have to jump through a few hoops to get the token you need. While you can download GameFi games free of charge, you won't be able to play most titles until you invest in the world through some kind of purchase, often a character or an upgrade. These items can be expensive. For example, to enter the world of Axie Infinity, you'll need to buy 3 NFTs that, even at the cheaper end, mean dropping around $600. So, what's my takeaway? When it comes to GameFi world, the definition of modern-day gaming seems to have shifted with the introduction of blockchain technology. And gamers are looking forward to an era where they will move from playing for virtual rewards applicable only to the gaming network to assets that have real value. And GameFi seeks to build that revolution, although the ups and downs will still suffice. The GameFi technology has potential, but it hasn't done enough to convince the global market of what it can do for the gaming community. However, as blockchain adoption perpetually grows, we could see a rise in blockchain gamers' numbers, even though nothing. We'll just leave it right there, guys. GameFi tokens, getting into the gaming world. Let me know your thoughts. Hit me up. Appreciate